Apac properties in Singapore are 25 properties, and they make up most 68% of the portfolio value. The other properties that they have is in Australia, only 3, okay, and make up 32%. The key figures at the AGM is George Wang, the substantial shareholder and also the chairman. The CEO is Russell. Each slide shows the financial performance. Now for gross revenue, it increased by 5.9%. Net property income also increased. Distribution to unit, according to this slide, also increased 3.8%. All right, but this increase doesn't tell much, especially for those passive income investors. All right, if the distribution may go up by 3.8%, but if you divide by the increase in share base or other thing, the DPU might drop instead. All right, this one shows the gearing of the REIT. Gearing is 32.6%, quite okay. Debt on fixed rate is 75%, not too bad also. Interest rate cover 4.1 times is okay, quite good. All right. Next, you look at the occupancy, 97.8, and rental reversion is a plus 24.3%. Weighted average lease expiry 5.1 years, so quite long. Right, next we look at the sustainability report. Okay, they have contributed to 7% carbon reduction. They have achieved that. Okay, 17%, and then they also install rooftop solar panel. Okay, and then lastly, they also have installed EV fast charging station at 4 of the properties in Singapore. Next, we look at the distribution to unit shareholders. Okay, you can see all right, the distribution to unit holders is increasing. All right, for FY 2024 is in 74 million. Now, if you look at on the other hand, you look at the distribution per unit, there's a drop. Why? I suspect it's due to the enlarged unit holder base. So even if your total distribution to unit holders has increased, but if you enlarge the base, this DPU per unit to shareholders will drop. All right, in this case 9.3, it drops slightly, 9.3 something, okay, for fiscal year 2024. Okay, next we look at the total assets. Okay, there's a slight drop. Now, slight drop means it could be due to the interest rate go up and the valuation of the property go down. Also due to FX exchange rate, because the 3 properties in Australia, the Australian dollar is compared to the Sing dollars are weaker. So when you translate it to Sing dollars, it might be less. Net asset value per unit, same. This is reflected. You can see there's a slight drop. Okay, it's 1.31 1.31 per unit net asset value. All right, next we look at some financial metrics. Okay, like I said just now, the distribution to unit holder may increase, but because of the enlarged unit base due to rights issue, the distribution per unit in Singapore cents has dropped a little bit. In this case, 9.36 compared to the previous year of 9.9. Okay, cents. Now, the thing I want to highlight for this slide is the perpetual securities holder fund. Now, they also have perpetual securities, which is 373.6 million. Now, these perpetual securities have to pay interest also, so it will eat into your amount for distribution to the unit holders. So the next one is the net asset value. I covered already. Because of the drop, the Australian property, the FX exchange, and we convert back to Singapore dollars, there's a drop. Okay, and aggregate leverage not too bad. I already said interest coverage 4.1. All-in cost of debt is 4%. which is quite high. Yeah. All right. This slide shows the return for unit holders. For AA, compared to the other type of fund, the return is 7.3%. Please look at the footnote for the detail. For the 10 years, you compare with 10 years bond, Singapore bond, which is, according to here, is 3.1. So it's positive, all right? But if you compare to other things, then you can see for yourself here, definitely it's slightly better. Right, this shows the 3 Australian properties that they own. Now, the first one is the Borders Asia Pacific. Second one is Woodworth HQ. And the third one is Octus Centre. All are freehold and all are master lease, meaning I think most likely they were triple net lease. Okay, so it's actually it's quite good. It will have long-term bill. Okay, next we look at the director fees. How much are they paid? The substantial shareholder is George Wang. Previously, he was paid 0 because I think he actually don't need the money. He has a lot of shares in it. Okay, but for this year, he's paid 112,000. The rest are paid. Okay, one of them is not paid. I think because she, if you look at the footnote, she has stepped down. The rest are all paid. Okay. All right. Next, we look at the unit holding. All right. From here, the substantial shareholders. Sorry. You can see most of these are institution. All right. The one that I highlight is George Wang, and he got 11%. I said that's now he's a substantial shareholder. Maybe deemed interest in some of the companies. Okay. The other one which I want to highlight is Chan Wei Kiong. Right, he's associated with ESR, and he owned about 5% Okay, so bottom here again we state that George Wang has about 11%, and the free float is met for the REIT.